Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. We are here to preview our massive match against Burnley. I cannot wait to get there, but while I have the brains and the beauty in the building, I need to talk to him about something very, very important. Charlie, I keep getting battered at FanDuel. We're playing FanDuel. I don't know if any of you guys are playing against us. It's a new thing that we've done. A lot of people are asking us to create this fantasy league. We've eventually done it. We've partnered with FanDuel, and I've played now 2 weeks on the spin.
How are you getting on?
Terribly. I did finish above the Tottenham channel though, which makes me feel very, very pleased.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
But
even if you finish second last.
Look, the thing is, I just keep getting whooped. So I wanted to get Charlie involved. I wanted to tell you as well. Sign up. Make sure that you sign up. And if you sign up and you think that you can beat me, I'm going to make a pledge. I've picked such
really,
a good
really
team.
hard.
I've used the big dog's knowledge and nous and experience, and I've picked a fantastic team now. I really have picked a fantastic team this week. So I'm going to make a pledge. If you think that you can finish above me in the Football Republic Challenge this week, just for this week, anyone who finishes above me, take a screenshot of it, send me your place. If you're above me, I will give you a free, brand new Antonio Conte t-shirt that is up now.
As long as stocks last, by the way, because I think quite a few people are going to finish above you.
You don't. I think this is a good team. I've picked your brains here. This is a good team, don't you think?
I'm just going off form, Raw. I'm just going off form.
I know, I haven't been good.
Look forward to seeing half of London walking around in these t-shirts.
That's not going to happen because this team is quality. And look, I've got Thibaut Courtois in goal and I've got Diego Costa up front.
Well, yeah, that's
you know,
good.
we're gonna be okay. But if you think you can beat me, sign up. I think it only costs you £1 or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it costs £1, and 64 players are guaranteed to win £250. So it's pretty good odds.
Think of everything that you spend £1 on. Just £1, and you could take me on. And if you finish above me, you get a lovely t-shirt. Right, now to the important stuff. Charlie, we obviously have a massive game against Burnley. It's a game that we need to win.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're going to beat them, aren't we?
You'd hope so. Having said that, they obviously beat Liverpool 2-0 last weekend. So they're clearly... Sean Dyche has got them really, really organised. They clearly know what they're doing when they're playing big clubs who are going to have the lion's share of possession. So that's sort of a bit of a worry, especially because Chelsea's defence hasn't been the best. You know, we still haven't kept a clean sheet.
No.
But, I'm very confident. The 2 wins in the league, particularly, have given me such great hope. And I think, if they do make it 3 wins out of 3, 9 points from 3 games, you really can't complain.
It's a dream
with that.
scenario.
You really can't complain with that.
Yeah, and do you know what I think is worth mentioning here? I'm reading a lot of reports, and a few of my friends are getting in touch with me and saying that how lucky we've been. I contest that to my dying breath because I don't think it is luck. I think an element of luck is involved, but you don't look back on the Manchester United team that was winning every game in the last minute. You don't look back on them and say, what a lucky team, do you? You say a team full of...
I was certainly thinking it at the time, but I agree with what you're saying.
It's a team that fight to the end. It's a team that have tenacity and flair and spirit, and we have all of those things.
Absolutely, and it's amazing how quickly that's turned around because that is everything that Chelsea were lacking last year. Yeah. Everything. And it's down to one man. It's down to Conte and kind of the passion and drive that he's given everyone at the club, really, including the fans.
Yeah.
And it is tactical change as well, isn't it? You know, both games in the league, we went to 2 up front and turned it round.
Yeah. That's brilliant, isn't it, from Conte? The fact that he can roll with the punches. It wasn't working as well as he hoped against Watford.
No, exactly.
So he made the correct changes, and the changes that he made, he brought Fabregas on, who was influential, and he brought Batshuayi on, who was influential. It's perfect management.
Precisely. You know, the system changed. Watford didn't know how to handle it. There was a real kind of never say die spirit about Chelsea, as I said, which was so lacking last season. And both times you've seen his substitutions work. I mean, in the West Ham game, he went to 2 up front, and it was a classic striking partnership goal. Diego Costa's winner. It was Batshuayi heading down into his path. Yeah. Great finish from Costa. So
can you see him going to 2 up front from the start?
I think the way that they've played with 2 up front, I think it's going to be very hard to keep that intensity up for 90 minutes.
So it's the type of thing you do when you need to.
It's the type of, which, kind of doesn't really bode well for Batshuayi, really, who I've been so impressed with, as I said, after the Bristol Rovers game.
Yeah.
I mean, he certainly deserves more minutes, but I just think in terms of the system, especially a team playing against a team like Burnley, where, it's all going to be midfield battles, isn't it? They're going to be defending for their lives. I don't think we can really afford to lose the man in the middle.
Right,
to have 2 up front.
I see. But also, I mean, you say you feel sorry for Batshuayi, and I understand why. However, it's going to be a long old season, isn't it? He is going to get his opportunities.
And I dare say Diego Costa might get suspended at some point. So.
Yes, maybe. So Batshuayi's chance will come. But I agree, he's playing very well, isn't he?
He really is.
What's he got? What is it now? 3 goals?
3 games, yeah.
3 goals, 3 games,
Can't
1 assist.
That, can you? Yeah. It's great, and I think just the energy and enthusiasm with which he plays, and I think look, this isn't the biggest deal in the world, but he replies to fans on Twitter after the game. Everyone's sort of sending him like
it's funny
bits of chat and whatever, and he replies and he likes it, and I think we've lost so much of that, the connection with characters, connections with the players, that I think that's something that I've enjoyed anyway.
Yeah. So for me, I think that we're going to start the same team that started the previous 2 games in the league.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Fabregas will feel very harsh to have missed out if that's the case. I don't think Matic has had the best few games at all.
No.
I think he's been quite poor in every game.
But do you think that you could lose Matic and play Fabregas and keep the shape that you need in the midfield?
I don't know. Possibly not.
But possibly for a game against Burnley.
Clearly, Conte doesn't think that. I would like to see them find some way of having Fabregas in the team. I think it was, his invention was clearly exactly what was lacking against Watford. He came on, he produced one of the best passes you'll ever see.
Yeah.
And
when you have a player like that in your ranks,
the game was won, and it's 3 points instead of 1.
Yeah. And it's madness to have a player of that quality in your ranks and not have him on the pitch, isn't it?
It really is. It's like keeping Hazard on the bench in case we need a goal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's. I want, in his current form and the current form of other players, I want to see Fabregas on the pitch.
Nice. Can you see it though?
No, I can't. I think Conte is quite happy with what he's started so far. I think you probably see Fabregas come on if it's if it's 0-0 in 60 minutes, which let's be fair is perfectly likely. Yeah. I understand what people are saying about the defence at the minute. I think Terry's had a very good season so far. I think Cahill's done well apart from the Bristol Rovers game, which I was really disappointed with, because I think it's so clear. Despite what he needs
Terry alongside him, doesn't he?
Yeah, which is poor, really, from a man that has won everything that Gary Cahill has won, and as senior as Gary Cahill is, because Gary Cahill has won everything there is to winning club football. He's an England international. Yeah. He should be able to organise a defence. He should be able to tell people when to step up, when to mark the man.
Yeah, no, that's not in his game. That's not in his armoury, but that's not.
That's not there, and that was clear to see with Bristol Rovers' first goal. Cahill and Ivanovic really didn't kind of know what they were doing. So for everything we hear about Terry taking a step back and having a new role and all this, for me it's Terry +1 at the minute, and obviously that one, due to there being no signings, which I know people are frustrated with.
Which is exactly what I'm going to go on to now. While you're in the building, I know that you were kind enough to come in and help me with my FanDuel team and also do this preview with us. But while you're here,
pleasure, mate.
Tell me, we're signing a defender, correct?
You'd certainly hope so, wouldn't you?
Incorrect.
No. It is correct. There's stuff happening. Now, all summer, who have we been talking about?
Koulibaly.
Yes. Exactly. Hold tight. Just Napoli are just the worst club in the world to deal with.
Yes.
They want stupid money, and Chelsea are just not going to go above a certain level.
I saw something that suggested that it could happen, which was that Mangala is going to Napoli on loan, and therefore that could free up
it could, and I'm not saying it definitely won't happen at all. I think in fact it's quite likely that Chelsea will still be making bids pretty much as the transfer deadline day ticks down. Having said that,
when is that? Wednesday.
Wednesday.
You have to come and see us before then.
I will, definitely. I'll come and see you that night.
Yeah, perfect.
Chelsea just are not going to pay the money that Napoli want, which is fair enough. I mean, is he?
He's not £60 million worth of player, is he?
Of course he's not. And I know that Cahill and Ivanovic, whatever, they're popular targets on social media, which and I think there's valid criticism there. But is Koulibaly really that much better than Gary Cahill?
Yeah, I know.
Is he?
Certainly not £60 million worth better.
Definitely not.
Anyone else? Any other news going on?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. It all involves Serie A clubs. Now, Maksimovic from Torino, he was touted to go to Napoli. And as I said last week on Backpage
as a
Blues,
replacement for Koulibaly.
Yeah, Chelsea are now looking at Maksimovic, but their kind of main target, who they've been making bids for this week, is Romagnoli from AC Milan.
Okay.
Now, that would first bid rejected straight away. Chelsea have gone back and will continue to do so. The problem is that AC Milan have just had new investment. They don't need to sell. They don't want to lose their best defender, clearly, and they know Chelsea are desperate. So you're going to see the same situation where Chelsea have, if they buy him, are going to be forced into paying, dopey money. And this is the drawback of the Premier League TV deal.
They know we've got the money.
We ran stories at the Mail with agents over the past couple of weeks. saying that there's one price for Premier League clubs and one price for everyone else.
Okay. Well, look, fingers
everyone else
crossed.
are all minted.
Fingers crossed.
Happy days.
Charlie, thank you so much for coming in.
mate.
And make sure you sign up to FanDuel.
Do
I
it.
really want to see if any of you can beat me, because it's not going to happen and none of you are going to get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
God,
Sure.
Blues. Welcome to the Chelsea Fans Channel. I'm delighted to welcome Dan Levine back into the studio. Dan wrote a piece about the new stadium. Loads of you have been asking about the new stadium, and as a result, I thought we have to get Dan in to give us an update